think I'm perfect. It's just perfect. I'm perfect.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Mike, and in this week's video I'm going to be focusing on how you can survive the holidays as a trans guy. Peeing with your family and seeing people you haven't seen in a while can be great, it's awesome, but when you're the political topic at the table, it sucks. So hopefully these few tips that I give you can help you manage your emotions and get through all of the holiday parties. Now my first tip for you guys is to make an escape plan. And this doesn't mean, waiting so you can sneak out the back door. It means, really figuring out where you can go if you need space or what you can do if you can drive yourself home. Another tip is to write things down. And an example of this would be like, take out your cell phone, go into notes, write down a few motivational things, maybe things that you would tell another trans guy if they were in an uncomfortable situation at a family party to just help you in the moment. It's important to do this beforehand because situations can really get crazy and it's really good to settle yourself and make sure that there are supports in place. Another thing that you could do is talk to a friend, and that could mean telling them beforehand, look, I have this family party happening, and, if something happens, can I call you? Can I text you? Can I get in contact with you just so I can really, focus on getting through the night? A huge thing that you can do is find a relative that you really trust, someone that you're close to and feel comfortable talking to, and see if they can advocate for you. And this could mean them going to your family and saying, beforehand without you there, saying, look, this person would really benefit if you use their pronouns and use their preferred name. And this could also mean that, when that person's at the party and they hear your dead name, when they hear that, they can say, oh, guys, come on, we need to use the name that they want, the preferred name, we need to use their pronouns, just correcting people in an appropriate and, progressive way to really progress your transition and make things easier on yourself. Now, here are a few things that you should really remember, even write down when you go into a family party. The first thing is the party is gonna come to an end. I know how it feels when you're in an uncomfortable situation or something really sucks. That time really feels like it's a lot longer than it is, but it's really important to remember that, you're with your family, that these things don't happen very often, and you need to make the best out of it that you can. Another really important thing to remember is that if this is a family party, these people have known you for a long time. These people have known you as a different person, as a person with different pronouns, with a different name, so that if they mess up, that is not a reflection of you. Another major thing that I have been facing this year is that although it's great to be on testosterone, although it's great that I feel valid with the testosterone, and with all the changes that have been happening, it also leaves a lot of explaining to do. It also leaves a lot of room for people to ask questions and people to confront you about what's happening. Where before, I was out as lesbian, and even when my hair was cut, no one really thought anything of it until, like, Facebook changed, my name on Facebook changed, and all these things changed is when people really were curious. Now, personally, I come from a school that's really accepting, really open-minded, and, they use the pronouns that I want, they use the name that I want, and it's really great to be in that environment, and I feel really valid. So coming home and, having people in your family that I wouldn't say don't care, but just struggle a lot with remembering to change the name, remembering to change the pronouns, it can be really, degrading. So 2 small things that I want to talk about in this video is packing and binding. Personally, these people in your family know who you are, know that, you're biologically female or male, and that your gender identity does not match that. So, is it important that you bind or pack? No, it's not at all. These people should accept you 100%. And I'd really suggest that, if you want to bind, but you're kind of on the edge, don't really know what to do, just bring it. You can always change, you can always put it on or take it off. So it's really up to you and what you're most comfortable with. And the same thing goes for packing. I mean, honestly, if you're comfortable with it, if you're not comfortable with it, it's completely okay. I know, personally, I find it really hard to pack around people who know that I'm trans just because I just feel weird, or, the bathroom situation, if it falls out in a stall, all of these things. So I personally don't do it. But at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you comfortable, not what everyone else is comfortable with. So I hope these tips really help you guys survive the holidays. I know it's really hard for me this time of year. So I hope these tips can really help you guys through the holidays and push through those family parties. So happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a great time doing whatever you do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.